picture of a Tennessee Walker in the color of your eyes, a token for my memories. No, Lou, don't you cut your hair. Oh, this is how I want to know you. You look at me through those locks and I'll guess what you're thinking.
So, who would you rather be? The Incredible Hulk or Superman?
I think that Superman had less social problems. I mean, obviously David Banner didn't have a lot of social anything because he kind of stayed in his lab all the time. And people picked on him all the time. And what I would like to do is I would like to be the guy, Superman, that keeps David Banner from turning into the Hulk. Because anytime he's about to, gets mad enough, I want to walk in there and kick the asses of the guys that are making fun of him for being such a wuss. Plus he can fly.
Yes, I would like those powers as well. And for those of you who are keeping track, it's Bruce Banner and not David. How about Big Bird or Snuffleupagus?
I really think Big Bird had a weight problem, and I don't think he ever got over that. In fact, I think that Big Bird actually, I think Big Bird was a transvestanimal because I think he was really Grimace from McDonald's. I really think he was. Snuffleupagus. Boy, I'd have to choose Snuffleupagus, and then I would call Schick and see if I could get myself a sponsorship to shave some of that hair. You know, maybe give him like a really, really cool goatee down that trunk that he had. And, I mean, he had a trunk. Cool! You know, how much fun could that be? That'd be awesome.
Would you prefer to be a rich and famous singer for 2 years, provided you would spend the rest of your career on reality shows for has-beens, or be a moderately successful singer and never quite make it mainstream?
Definitely a moderately
successful.
Moderately successful. That's the thing, is you've got to look at where success comes from. You know, for me, success is not based on the amount of money I make, the amount of friends I have, the amount of girls that I date who are brunette. Success comes from within, you know? Saw a shrink for a year and a half. Taught me that I can make $35,000 less, have absolutely no insurance, and love it. And so Larry Dugan, good guy. What was the question?
Never mind. Whose team would you rather be on? Now, I have to admit, the question writer here has their series mixed up, but G.I. Joe or Skeletor?
Well, I think Skeletor was dead. I mean, he wasn't pretty. You know, He-Man was pretty. I mean, if you're, you know, not that I was paying attention to what he looked like, but She-Ra. I'd have to go with G.I. Joe just because he had some really cool cats. I mean, they all looked different. Whereas Cobra, all his guys looked the same. You know, they all had the mask and everything when they were flying. And it bothered me that whenever their plane blew up, they always had a chance to eject. You know, nobody ever died. I didn't like that. But so I would have to say, yeah, because Skeletor always lost. G.I. Joe always kicked butt. You know, I mean, you've got to know that. And knowing is half the battle.
Which reality show would you rather be on? The Real World or Road Rules?
Well, Jackie, I don't know if you know this, but I've had some back trouble over the past couple of years here. And riding around on a bus, or that little tiny van, whatever, it just doesn't seem like it would do it for me. Plus, a lot of times I see them doing some heavy lifting, doing a lot of jumping and running, and with my back problem, I'm unable to do that. And so I would say the real world, simply because I always had a home to go to at night.
How about the Amazing Race or Survivor?
Well, again, on Amazing Race, I've seen them run quite often, and I don't think that that's really a situation that I could be in. Now, if I had some sort of race where I could run, I would love to do the Amazing Race. I mean, they travel all over the world, and when you're on, what was the other one?
Survivor.
You're on an island, and you can't leave. Survivor.
Let's pretend that you're not Jason Eller, and that you're a fan of Jason Eller. Do you think Jason Eller, if I'm saying it enough, could microwave a burrito so hot even God himself couldn't eat it, which is likely? And if he couldn't, do you think he'd at least use silverware?
Well, honestly, I have to say that I have no clue what the hell you just even said, because there was so much to remember. Can I ask you to repeat the question again?
Certainly, certainly. Do you think, okay, say for instance you aren't Jason Eller. You
I'm
are
not
a
me.
fan of Jason Eller. And say Jason Eller, do you think he could microwave a burrito so hot even God himself couldn't eat it? And if he couldn't, which is likely, do you think he would at least use silverware?
Well, if he couldn't eat it, if that's the premise, that he just simply cannot eat it, then it wouldn't matter if he used silverware, because he wouldn't be eating it. Now, eating it and ingesting are two totally different things. So, I think that it's possible that he would be able to, Jason would be able to microwave a burrito so hot that we can put it in a blender and maybe give it to God intravenously. Please understand that I know Jason personally, and do not mean this as a blasphemy, because I know he himself is Christian and loves God very much, as do I. But I think that God would like his burrito. I guess I'd have to answer it that way. God would like, no matter what burrito Jason gives him, as long as it's not one that's going to give him the shits in the morning.
In a fight, who would win? You or Mike Tyson?
I can't go into this right now.
We'll be right back.
Will you paint me a picture of a Tennessee Walker in the color of your eyes? A token for my memories. No, Lou, don't you cut your hair. Oh, this is how I want to know you.
You know, I mean, get a Dorito sponsorship or something like that, you know. And then you could have Doritos bringing the Americans and the Germans and the Zimbabweans and the New Zealanders and the Tyroleans and the Animantians all together under one roof.
You look at me